Morning children. So in the previous class we were studying about the cell as a fundamental unit and the cell theory. Today I am going to start with the cell wall. Cell wall, as you know, is not found in all the cells, rather it is found only in the plant cells. Then you will find it in fungi, then you will find it in bacteria. Or rather, if we start from the lower to highest, from bacteria, then fungi and the plant. In plants, it is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, then lignin, then pectin, then suberin. But mainly it is cellulose. Okay. In fungi it is made up of chitin. Whereas in bacteria it is made up of peptidoglycan. Okay. So cell wall is found in plants, fungi and bacteria, and in plants it is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose, lignin, pectin and suberin. Mainly it is cellulose, but in the place that is from the type of tissues or type of cells, the type of cellulose, the material which makes cell wall may differ. In plant it is, in fungi it is exclusively chitin. Chitin is actually a substance, a slippery substance, a water permeable substance, a water impermeable substance which is making the exoskeleton of all the insects in arthropods. But in plants, in fungi also it is found, and in bacteria it is found in the form of peptidoglycan. It is made up of. Okay, cell wall is always found exterior to the cell membrane, and as cell membrane is found in all the organs, but cell wall is not. Second thing, it is hard, tough and rigid. It is always dead. Right from the time of its formation it is dead. It is always only molecular, no metabolic activity take place there. There are some gaps, some pores, okay, pores which are known as plasmodesmata. The plasmodesmata allow the free flow of substances from exterior to interior or interior to exterior. Unlike in cell membrane, the things which are semi-permeable, here the permeability is open permeable. Okay? So cell wall is totally freely permeable. So these are the general characteristics of cell wall. Cell wall is found only in certain organisms. I said bacteria, fungi and plants it is found, and in the different organisms it is made up of different type of substances. It is hard, rigid, tough. It is always dead. It is made up of molecules. There is no metabolic activities going on in this. There are pores, so fixed size. These pores are known as plasmodesmata, through which the various type of substances can be exchanged, and it is freely permeable. The things can easily pass through it, unlike in cell membrane, where the cell membrane has the ability to control that what substances will be allowed to come in and what substances not. Okay, so this is all about the cell wall. Cell wall perform different type of functions. So the next thing is functions. Okay, the functions of the cell wall is, first it gives shape. Second, makes skeleton. Third, makes tubes or ducts of vascular tissue, tracheids, vessels and sieve tube and all. Okay? Then it supports the body, prevents damage of vascular tissue especially, ठीक है. So these are some of the functions of the cell wall. It also prevents the damage of prevents damage of a cell due to endosmosis or become turbidity due to turbidity. आपके पीरियड कितने हैं? ठीक है. So these are all about the cell wall. Cell wall was first time seen by Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke ने जो देखा था वो तो cell wall ही थे. They were not cell. ठीक है. But they were exclusively studied by Ernest Haeckel. Okay. So that is what the cell wall is. Next is cell membrane. Cell membrane is also known as plasma membrane or plasma lemma. Plasma membrane or plasma lemma. Okay. Now, unlike cell wall, the cell membrane is always made up of proteins and phospholipids. May it be in the lowest of lowest microorganisms like bacteria to the highest highly evolved human being. The cell membrane is always made up of these substances. No other substances can make cell membrane. Okay? The other depositions are there. That is, there may be some glycoprotein, there may be some some other type of proteins may be there, some minerals may be there and all. That is different thing. But basically it is made up of these substances. Okay. Properties की बात करते हैं. So unlike cell wall which was rigid, it is flexible and elastic. Stretchable हो गया ये. ठीक है. It is semi or selectively permeable. This is one of the most important property. Permeable. That is one of the most important property of the cell membrane, that it can select that what substance to be allowed to come in or not. That is, the cell membrane has got certain gates, like we got gates on our school, you got gate on your house. You may set that who can come and who cannot come, when they can come and when they cannot come. You don't want anyone to enter in your house after 9 o'clock in the night. So you put a lock there, okay? Then nobody can enter. But you still see, the person who is come is of some important work. Then you can open the gate. Similarly, a cell membrane has a choice. A cell membrane can allow certain substances to let in or not let in by changing the permeability of those gates. There are certain gates. Those gates, those gates can be open or closed as per body's requirement. And there are some substances which are freely permeable; they can flow. Okay, so that is one of the most important property of the cell membrane. Cell membrane is found in all the organisms. In all the organisms. Okay, now cell membrane, we shall study the structure of the cell membrane. Okay. Quite late, people were not knowing about the cell membrane, what it is made up of. Chemically we could analyze, and we analyzed and we found that it is made up of proteins and it is made up of lipids. But no other things were known about the cell membrane. Okay, so it was quite late. There were some people, again यहाँ पे Robertson, he gave his idea of sandwich theory. So Robertson says that the cell membrane is made up of two layers of the phospholipids. ठीक है? Now phospholipids has a head and a tail, a head and a tail. Okay, and the head and the tail both have different nature of the permeability. Okay, whereas the head is water repellent, the tail is water permeable. That is, it is hydrophobic, so it is hydrophilic. Head is hydrophobic, the tail is hydrophilic. Okay, now what Robertson says that the cell membrane is just acting as a sandwich, where the outer layers are made up of protein and the lipids are the stuffing between those breads. In the sandwich, you all bring sandwich to the school, or now we don't, but when you were children, you used to bring. So you all know that a sandwich is made up of a bread, two bread slices stuffed with some substances. Now stuffing can be, it can be a simply jam, or it could be potatoes, or it can be salad, or it can be anything. Okay. Those who are non-veg, they can bring something, egg or something. Someone can even sandwich it with the bread. Oh, omelette. So the inner filling can be anything. Okay, and then outside there are two bread slices. Similarly, the lipids, proteins is saying that it is surrounding the lipid layers. Okay, phospholipid is acting as a stuffing, and outside protein is acting as a slice of bread. The thickness of these proteins, according to him, was of 20 angstrom each side, and the filling is of 35 angstrom. So the total size was 75 angstrom. There were some, according to him, there were some pores through which the exchanges could be made. So Robertson says that sandwich theory of his says that, or even states that the cell membrane is a continuous layer, but it has got certain pores. Okay, and these pores are of definite size. 10 angstrom का size इसने रखा है इसका. He said that the pores are of 10 angstrom size. So any or all particles which are lesser than of 10 angstrom size could easily pass through it, and those which are the size greater than this would not be passing. So according to him, it was semi-permeable, not selectively permeable. Okay. So again, I'll revise. That is according to Robertson's sandwich theory. What he says that there is the protein is the membrane is made up of two things, that is the bilipid layer and the proteins. Bilipid layers are actually made up of phospholipids. Phospholipid is got two polarity, that is the head and the tail. The head is hydrophobic, tail is the hydrophilic. Okay, so they are arranged like this, and then the proteins are surrounding them, and in certain places there are certain pores. Okay, so the proteins are of 20 angstrom thick in both the sides, and they were acting as a bread slice, and the 35 angstrom thick filling that was acting as a phospholipids. Okay, so this is what the structure of membrane according to Robertson. तो चला ये काफ़ी टाइम तक, एंड उन्होंने कहा कि बट वॉट एवर थिंग्स विच वर ऑफ हायर देन और मोर देन ऑफ द साइज ऑफ 10 angstrom दे कुड नॉट पास थ्रू इट, बट जिनका भी साइज 10 angstrom से छोटा था वो इसमें से आ जा सकते थे फ्री. ठीक है, बट दिस थ्योरी कुड नॉट एक्सप्लेन मेनी ऑफ द थिंग्स. This theory could not explain कि भाई how a cell can recognize something, or how a cell can act as a selectively permeable, how it can allow a certain substances even against the gradient, concentration gradient, how it can stop the entry of certain substances even when the gradient is supportive. So there are a number of things which this theory could not explain. This theory could not even explain that there is not a fixed ratio of proteins to lipid. According to this, the ratio should be fixed, because lipid and proteins are making a fixed layer of 20 angstrom each side, the two sides, and 35 angstrom of filling. So that should be the ratio of the protein to lipid should be fixed, but in fact we find that is in the cell the ratio is not fixed. So there are so many things which could not be explained by taking this unit membrane theory. Okay, so a new theory was put forward by two scientists known as Singer and Nicholson in 1974. 72, 74 people say, because it was only the period of his studies. Okay? So Singer and Nicholson put forward this theory in 1974, and this is called as fluid mosaic theory. Very important theory, and this theory is accepted till now. There is no change in this theory. Okay? So people say that the fluid mosaic theory is satisfactorily making us understand all the properties of the cell membrane. Let us see what fluid mosaic theory says. Fluid mosaic theory also says that there is a bilipid layer of phospholipids having the polarity of hydrophobic and hydrophilic nature. Okay, this is same, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है. But what Singer and Nicholson say is that there is not a fixed size of protein. प्रोटीन की जगह कोई फिक्स नहीं है कि इस जगह पे केवल प्रोटीन ही रहेंगे. प्रोटीन can freely move from one place to another, just like an iceberg or a glacier on the sea. You cannot give a fixed position to a glacier. The glacier may be here, the iceberg may be here, after some time it may be here, after some time it may be there. It is freely floating. So this theory, that is the theory of fluid mosaic theory, that can also be explained as that is the proteins are acting as the iceberg on the sea of lipids, phospholipids. So phospholipids are acting as sea, and the proteins are acting as proteins are acting as icebergs. Okay? Now there are two types of proteins. There are some proteins which are called extrinsic proteins, and there are some proteins which are called intrinsic proteins. This is intrinsic, and these are extrinsic. ये तो बाहर ही पड़े हुए हैं. The proteins which are globular in shape and they are found outside the bilipid layer, both the sides, outer or inner side, they are called extrinsic proteins, and they are free to move from one place to another. वो तो तैरते हैं, they are floating, so they can move. Whereas there are certain proteins which are embedded in it partially or completely. These are completely embedded. They are partially embedded. Now, partially embedded, they may have some function or may not very much clear. But those which are completely embedded, they are playing a very important role in maintaining the semi-permeability, the selective permeability. That is, they are acting as gates. They may be receptors or they may be gates. So whatever they may be, either they are receptor or they may be gates, they are certain for only a certain type of molecule. They can allow only a certain type of molecule to go through it, pass through it, and they are proteins. Now these proteins have two natures. They can be gel or they can be sol. Sol means solvent. So we also know that there are two nature of the protein. Proteins can be like they can change to colloidal nature or they can be in the solvent nature. So when they are in the form of solvent, they are free to allow the thing to go in or come out. But when they become gel, they will prevent. Okay? So this is how the selective permeability of the cell membrane can be maintained by the gel and the sol nature, which can be interchangeable as and when required by the cell. If a cell requires that it should be allowed, the certain substances will be allowed, the gel nature will change to sol nature and the thing will pass through it. Remember, the things are very highly selective. this is suppose standing for sodium ion, so it will only allow sodium ion, no other ion, not potassium ion, hydrogen ion or calcium ion or magnesium ion or any other ion. It will be acting only and only for sodium ion. So there are gates, and we have studied about these gates when we are studying about the nerves, nerve conduction. तो हमने पढ़ा था वहाँ वोल्टा गेटेड गेट्स थे through which sodium ions were passing or potassium ions were passing, and they were passing in the ratio of 3:2, if you remember. And it is advised to remember all these things because now you are going to face exams very soon. फाइनल एग्जाम आने वाले हैं भाई थोड़े दिनों में, ठीक है. सो ये आपके लिए जरूरी है कि आप इसको सबको सुन ले, समझ ले, पढ़ ले और ध्यान में रखें, ठीक है. नाउ अनदर थिंग व्हिच वाज देयर दैट देयर वर सर्टेन टाइप ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स, they are called glycoproteins. There were some glycoproteins, and the glycoproteins are giving a membrane as an identity. Glycoprotein is giving a membrane as an identity. Just for example, you see we have seen the 4 different type of blood group A, B, AB and O, and there are 2 type of glycoproteins, glycoprotein A and glycoprotein B. Those RBC on which the surface has A type of glycoprotein, the RBC or the blood group become blood group A. Those who have got B type of glycoprotein, the blood group become B. If they have 2 type of blood group A and B, the blood group become A and B, AB. And if none of the glycoproteins are there, the blood group is O. So it is playing a very important role. You might have heard that the people, when they had to get transplant, they had to get the kidney from their relatives. Not all the kidneys are accepted in the body. Most of the time we are taking any organ from outside, they are been rejected because our body can recognize them. बोल रहे आप कौन, कहाँ से आ गए? And then WBCs, macrophages will eat them away, kill them away. And this is the most unique properties of all the living beings, and that is why our body come to know that any pathogen enters in our body. So no sooner pneumonia, typhoid, tetanus, this, that, whatever type of bacteria, fungi, virus, etc. enters in our body recognize बोले आप कौन भाई, आपका ये तो different है, your identity is different. Somewhat like if in our school, if a child from any other school, or from say for example वो सिंघानिया स्कूल और वो स्प्रिंगडेल स्कूल और यहाँ ये हरिजन स्कूल, इनके कोई बच्चे आ जाएंगे हमारे स्कूल में, हम कैसे पहचानते हैं? रोल ले लो, ये कौन सी यूनिफॉर्म पहन के आ गया, हु इज ही? और सपोज समडे somebody is come out of uniform, कलर ड्रेस पहन के आ जाए, भैया वेयर इज द यूनिफॉर्म? कि सर माय बर्थडे. अच्छा विच क्लास यू आर इन? कि सर 10th है. अच्छा हु इज द क्लास टीचर ऑफ 10th है? चल बाहर, गेट के बाहर, ठीक है. सो आवर बॉडी कैन नॉट थ्रो देम आउट ऑफ द गेट. सो व्हाट द बॉडी डज? सफाया, ठीक है. सो दिस फ्लूइड मोजाइक थ्योरी इज एक्सप्लेनिंग फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सेल रिकॉग्नाइजेशन प्रॉपर्टी. आवर बॉडी कैन रिकॉग्नाइज भैया आप हमारे हैं या हमारे नहीं है. दूसरी बात क्या है? इट अलाउस सर्टेन परमेबिलिटी, सर्टेन सब्सटेंस टू अलाउ और सर्टेन सब्सटेंस नॉट टू अलाउ. द सेलेक्टिविटी व्हिच वाज नॉट एक्सप्लेन्ड बाय दैट. उसमें तो 10 एंगस्ट्रॉम का साइज था. एनीथिंग व्हिच वाज स्मॉलर देन 10 एंगस्ट्रॉम शुड फ्रीली पास. ये ऐसा नहीं करती है, ये कहते भैया हाँ इट इज ओनली अलाउइंग अ सर्टेन सब्सटेंसेस व्हिच आर वाटर सॉल्युबल, नॉट फैट सॉल्युबल, दे आर अलाउड, ठीक है. बाकियों को बोला भैया आपके लिए रास्ता नहीं है यहाँ पे. एंड मोरओवर द लिपिड टू प्रोटीन रेशियो इज नॉट फिक्स्ड इन अ सेल इटसेल्फ. अभी आप एक सेल में देख रहे हैं प्रोटीन टू लिपिड रेशियो कुछ और होगा, विद इन 2 मिनट्स बाद में इसका रेशियो कुछ और हो सकता है. So that can be explained because here the proteins are iceberg, they can freely move from one part to another. ठीक है. एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया था, फेमस एक्सपेरिमेंट. क्या देखा कि अगर हम जो है 2 अलग अलग सेल्स लेते, 2 अलग अलग ऑर्गेनिज्म से, ठीक है, and they were kept together in a in a beaker, and the temperature was maintained at 37 degrees Celsius. उनको मिक्स कर दिया, तो very soon they found that all the cells of one tissue or one organism come together and other organism came together. They could recognize, they can move. जबकि ऐसा टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने पे नहीं होता है. Why? टेम्परेचर कम होने पे नहीं होता. क्यों? क्योंकि the bilateral layers freezes. ठीक है. So it explains 2-3 things. That is the recognition. It is explained the fluidity. It explains how the lipid to protein ratio changes. That is explained. So with this I am come to the end of the cell membrane. So in today's class we have studied about cell membrane. Monday onwards, when you come to Monday, तो आप introduction के लिए आएंगे स्कूल में. And do come children, do come, because अब हमारे पास में कुल मिलाकर के 1.5 महीने का टाइम बचा है, in which you have to finish all the course and then your exams are there, है ना. So that's all children. Thank you. Good day.